Barcelona. Sets its strikers price reports have revealed that Spanish club Barcelona has set the asking price for the sale of its striker, Ferran Torres, with expectations that the player will depart during the current summer transfer window. Torres, 25, has had a good season with Barcelona, scoring 13 goals and providing 3 assists in 32 matches. In La Liga, he has netted 7 goals and provided 2 assists in 20 matches. However, he remains behind Robert Lewandowski in the pecking order for the team's main strikers. Torres has also been deployed as a winger, but the outstanding performances of Lamine Yamal and Rafinha this season have reduced his chances of securing a key role in the team's lineup. Yamal'S, Barcelona sets Ferran Torres' price. With the summer transfer window approaching, speculation about his future has intensified, with several clubs reportedly interested in signing him. According to Fichajes, Barcelona is looking for a fee between €35 million and €40 million to approve Torres' departure, amid strong interest from Manchester United and Liverpool. Aston Villa is also said to be among the interested clubs and could make a serious move for the deal if they qualify for next season's Champions League. Torres began his professional career at Valencia, playing for the first team from 2017 to 2020 before moving to Manchester City, where he had a successful but brief stint. During his time at Manchester City, he scored 16 goals and provided 4 assists in 43 matches before transferring to Barcelona in 2022. Since joining the Catalan club, Torres has scored 38 goals and provided 16 assists in 180 matches. 145 matches, including impressive performances in the Champions League, where he has netted 8 goals and delivered 3 assists in 20 games in the competition. Barcelona breathes a sigh of relief. Barcelona identifies a Brazilian target for summer reinforcement. According to recent reports from Sport, Barcelona is considering moving forward with the signing of Brazilian defender Vanderson from AS Monaco in the upcoming summer transfer window. This decision comes amid potential financial support expected from player sales and additional revenue streams. Versailles. Vanderson on Barcelona's radar. The report states that the club's management is approaching the deal with confidence, as securing an experienced right-back has been one of their priorities. It is claimed that both Deco and Hansi Flick are not looking for new young talents, as they believe the club already has sufficient prospects emerging from La Masia. Instead, they are seeking a player accustomed to performing under pressure at the highest level, preferably with experience in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. At present, Vanderson is the leading candidate, with the Brazilian fullback having been on Deco's radar since his time at Grêmio. Hansi Flick has also given his approval for the transfer. Vanderson possesses the traits of a typical Brazilian right-back, with blistering speed, attacking ability, and confidence in possession. A surprising comment from Simeone on Lamine Yamal'S brilliance with Barcelona and Spain. Let's start where we should start, where great players create their own moments, where they leave their mark on the pitch and force everyone to pause for a moment and think, are we witnessing the birth of an extraordinary star? That is what Lamine Yamal is doing right now, and he is only 17 years old. It is natural for talented young players to emerge from time to time, but it is rare to find a youngster with this boldness, this strong personality, this self-confidence that makes him fear nothing. We have seen talented rising players throughout history, but what sets Yamal apart is that he does not seem like a young player learning the ropes. He looks like a seasoned star who has been playing at the highest level for 10 years. He knows when to move, when to shoot, when to dribble, when to pass. Most importantly, he knows how to handle pressure. This is one of the hardest things in football. Having talent is one thing, but handling pressure when everyone is watching you, when everyone expects something extraordinary from you, that is the difference between a good player and a great player. What he did against the Netherlands was something that cannot be ignored. In a single moment, Yamal decided to write his name in the history books as the youngest scorer in UEFA Nations League history. And this is not just a nice statistic, it is proof of the maturity this boy possesses. In football, there are 2 types of players: those who are overwhelmed by big matches and those who rise to the challenge. Yamal belongs to the second category. He may only be 17 years old, but he plays as if he has a decade of experience. Just imagine where this player could be in the next few years. We are talking about a player who has not yet reached his physical peak, who has not fully developed all his technical abilities, yet he is already one of the most dangerous players in the world. Defenders fear him because he can dribble in tight spaces, he can shoot from anywhere, and he can also create chances for his teammates with highly intelligent passes. When he has the ball, something always happens, and that is a trait only possessed by great players. Barcelona, under Hansi Flick, a project in progress. When we talk about Lamine Yamal, we cannot ignore Barcelona because this club is the environment that has allowed him to reach where he is today. Barcelona has always been the team that bets on youth, that gives opportunities to young talents. But what makes Yamal special is that he did not need much time to prove himself. Now, with the arrival of Hansi Flick, we are witnessing a transitional phase at Barcelona. The German coach is not the type who comes just to maintain the status quo. He is a man who wants to change things, who wants to leave his mark. He has a clear philosophy: attacking football, high pressing, quick transitions, and exploiting spaces. These ideas suit Barcelona, but they need time to be fully implemented. Looking at the team now, we can see that they have a group of outstanding players. Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, Fati. These are talented young players, but they need time to mature. At the same time, there are more experienced players like Lewandowski, Frenkie de Jong, and Cancelo, who can provide the necessary balance to the team. Flick has the tools he needs, but the real challenge is integrating all these elements into a cohesive system. Last season was difficult for Barcelona. They struggled to maintain consistency and suffered in some crucial matches. Now, with Flick, there is an opportunity to rebuild the team and make it stronger. Will he succeed? That depends on how quickly he can impose his ideas and how well the players respond to them. But one thing is certain: Barcelona now has an exciting project, and they could become a major force in Europe in the coming years. Spain returns to the top. A team for the future? When we look at the Spanish national team now, we see a team different from the one we have seen in recent years. There is new energy, a fresh spirit, and a style of play that has become more flexible. In the past, Spain relied solely on possession, but now they have the ability to play in multiple ways. Good news for Flick before Osasuna clash. Under the leadership of German coach Hansi Flick, Barcelona has begun preparations to face Osasuna in La Liga at the Estadi Olympic Luis Companys. The Spanish Football Federation has confirmed that Barcelona's match against Osasuna will proceed as scheduled on Thursday, 27th March at the Estadi Olympic Luis Companys. The match had been previously postponed earlier in March following the death of Barcelona's team doctor, with players refusing to play out of respect for the late doctor. Svaker, Íñigo Martínez. Ready for Osasuna match. According to the Spanish newspaper AS, unless there are any last-minute setbacks, the German coach will be able to rely on Íñigo Martínez and Pau Cubarsí for the rescheduled clash against Osasuna on Thursday at the Montjuic Stadium. The Spanish outlet added that expectations regarding the Basque defender were highly positive, especially after confirming that his discomfort in his right knee was merely an inflammation of the inner cartilage, only a minor issue that has been treated with rest and physiotherapy. Martinez returned to the pitch for part of the training sessions with the squad, and his condition was reported as excellent. The report also mentioned optimism regarding Pau Cubarsí's availability on Thursday. His right ankle injury, which forced him off during the first leg of the UEFA Nations League quarter-final against the Netherlands, was not serious. There was no sprain, just a minor muscle strain. After 48 hours of rest, he is expected to rejoin full training on Tuesday and be available for Flick in the upcoming match. Lamine Yamal is not the only rising star in this team. There are also Pedri, Gavi, and Nico Williams, who bring a new dynamism to the squad. At the same time, they have experienced players like Rodri, Morata, and Dani Carvajal, who provide the necessary balance. Spain has always been one of the top national teams in Europe, but in recent years, they have been missing something. They did not have that player who could make a difference at any moment. Now, with Yamal and a faster, more effective playing style, the team has become more dangerous. If they continue on this path, they could be among the strongest teams in Europe and the world in the coming years. They have a clear project, young talents, a coach who understands how to utilize these capabilities, and most importantly, they have the ambition to return to the top. Conclusion: the future looks bright. When we see a player like Lamine Yamal shining like this, when we see Barcelona trying to build a strong team, and when we see Spain returning to being one of the best, we cannot help but feel excited about what is coming. Football needs these players who change the landscape, who make us enjoy every moment on the pitch. Yamal is